Good morning. I'd like to make a comment. My name is Zaira Rodriguez from East Hampton G. And regarding the meeting attendance, in my building, the other delegates, the working people, therefore they cannot be here. But I have noticed that in my building, there are people that they are residents and they attend this meeting. Right now, they are here in the meeting, but they are not allowed to vote because they are delegates. And I was hoping or wondering if something can be done about that aspect as far as voting is concerned.
I'm not sure what you're saying, but if you're saying we should scrap the delegate system, I mean, I'm really not hearing you. Who is supposed to vote, if not the delegates?
The delegates, right? But no, it's just an observation.
You can appoint
because
anybody. Your board can appoint anybody as delegates, and you can submit a list of alternate delegates in case the primary delegates are not available.
That can be done in our association. Point out a person that could attend the meeting here, and even though if they're not owners, they're just renters. No, cannot be done. Okay, just an observation. You know, I didn't want to stay there with my doubt in mind.
All right, your voters have to be, I don't know what the term, skin in the game. They have to be unit owners.
Okay,
All right?
okay.
But you can make a list of alternates. I mean, if nobody's there, nobody's there. I mean, I know there are buildings where there's not a single soul in attendance. Now, I'm not sure how we're going to get around that one. Right?
Okay, thank you.
All
An observation. I just
No, that's fine.
I didn't want to stay sitting there, you know, with that in mind and just walk out of here. And I said I didn't stand up and say something.
All right.
Thank you.
I know there are a few candidates who are in a runoff. Are any of them still here? They're in a runoff? And, Dr. Cheeseman, would you like to come up and say a few words for 3 minutes?
I won't even need 3 minutes. Thank you so much, Century Village, for putting me in the runoff, for putting me in first place. I really appreciate your support, and I hope I can count on that support in November again. If you have any questions, I'll leave some flyers up front for those who didn't get any, and my cell number is on it. Please feel free to call me. Thank you so much, and thank you so much to the board.
Sarah Willis? Sarah, what are you running for? Circuit Court? Yes. All right. Here come the judge.
Hopefully. Good morning. My name is Sarah Willis. I'm running for Circuit Court, Group 25. Thank you so much for the support that I have received here. Thank you, thank you. I am very excited to say that I'm going into the runoff in November. I did come in first in my race, and I look forward to working very hard over the next 2 months, and I hope to have your vote again in November. I will also put out some of my flyers. I am running in a different race than Ms. Cheeseman. And if you have any questions, my cell number, my email is also on my flyer. I'd be happy to give you any more information if you are not already full of all the information on the card. Thank you so much for your consideration.
Okay, thank you. Maribel Reynosa Coleman. Okay, these things happen. And Allegra Fung, also a candidate for judge. Allegra, are you here? Okay, we exhausted. Okay, I think that's it. Did I miss it? Yeah. We. If you can read it, Greg Legowski. Oh, Greg Legowski.
Good morning, Century Village. Just an update from D.C. Right now, today's the last day for judicial hearings for Judge Kavanaugh. Looking at maybe the end of September for a floor debate for all the senators to have their questions and debate questions answered on the floor of the Senate, probably at the end of the month. Coming up, like Dave Ehrenberg said, also is the opioids bill that'll be coming before the Senate, as well as appropriations, and then we move on to the budget. And also flood insurance will be coming up soon, and also the Farm Bill, which Farm Bill includes food stamps. It's not just farming, it's also the food stamps for the whole country. And then WRDA, which is the Water Resource Development Act, which is all the Everglades projects funding. That will be coming before the Senate, and then going through committee back to the House for a full sign by the president. And that's it.
All right. Did you say that the issue of restoration of the Everglades is going to be taken up?
Everything that has to be done with the Everglades funding, that's Herbert Hoover Dike, that's
Right.
any project has to have appropriations and funding. It's supposed to be done every 2 years. Our last one was done 2 years ago, but then it was 7 years before that.
Exactly.
Because of, you know how DC works. But that is for full funding for everything. And I know for Bill Nelson and for Marco Rubio, they support full funding.
All right.
Yeah.
For those interested and who like research, there's a document in the internet on the overall restoration of the Everglades project. If, in fact, it is ever undertaken, it will be the largest public works project this country has ever undertaken. You might want to go in and look that document up. It's really quite incredible. All right, have we missed anyone? Oh, yes, please.
Hello, my name's Joan Lawson, Windsor K Association. This is just in reference to the bylaw papers. On several of the forms for new applicants or residents or buyers or sellers, they mention a questionnaire form. I have never seen this questionnaire form on the bylaws, and I went to the UCO office and I asked them about it, and they said they don't have it. How can I get this questionnaire form that's
Okay,
supposed to be attached to the bylaws?
I think you're talking about the state-mandated Q&A.
Right.
And you can get that document right out of FS 718. Now, if there's an interest, certainly UCO can print out a stack of that and make it available.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
You got it. All right. Every association, by the way, by law is required to have that Q&A. And there are questions that any new person or even an old person who's never seen it would be very interested in. Okay? I think we're at a point where I would gleefully entertain a motion to adjourn. All right, Bob. We have Bob Rivera, and I think Eddie beat you. So Ed Grossman seconds it. Thank you all for attending. Wow.